Howie. And again, thank you, Mets, for putting on such a great ending weekend to the start of the Shea, and hopefully, as said before, there'll be few more memories here. They can get into the postseason, but I don't know, where do I begin about that week? I mean, it's just so very difficult to try to put it in perspective even now, a few years later, because I'm sure everyone that was here and that was in New York that week, and people that family and friends, even across the country, and there's a lot of people that were originally from New York that have moved on to other parts of the country that still really can't put that week into perspective. The sort of just the gravity of the whole situation and the emotion of the whole situation. And we were in Pittsburgh. I'll never forget it. We watched, I think, Monday Night Football game the night before, and getting the call the next morning, getting ready to play the Pirates, from a friend who said, "You got to put on the TV," and just the absolute shock and horror and dismay and frustration and anger and all the sort of spectrum of emotions that you go through, and thinking back about that whole week, and then just the bus ride back the next day. You won't have to hear that in the news station. It's the bus ride back the next day, and seeing the lights and the smoke and the carnage. And so, again, not to put a negative on that on this night, or at least that moment. I think it was just so genuinely uplifting to see the reaction of this organization and personnel, not just from an obligatory type of sentiment, but just from a genuine, emotional, purely organic sort of feeling. And we just wanted to try to help out any way we can. And days later, this stadium was a staging area for supplies, and a lot of other people were using this for just at least getting into the city and trying to sort of clean up down there and continue the rescue. And so we were every day, going to visit people in the hospital, visit police officers and fire people in the hospital that were in the event, and so finally get back on the field again. Like how he said, it was very difficult to sort of find. I mean, we really were very confused, because we didn't really think baseball obviously had a place in that. In that event, but we also knew that there was a time eventually where we would have to try to at least get on with the season, get on with our lives a little bit. So it was just very, very tough to put in perspective. But we got out on the field, and it was just an amazing night, emotional night, a lot of tears. And I remember just standing on the line for the national anthem, or actually when the bagpipes, the band came out, and I just said to myself, I started praying, I was like, please, God, give me the strength to get through this, because it was just so hard to hold it together emotionally. And so, again, I was fortunate that I found the strength at least to at least hit a home run in that situation. But I think the true heroes were just New Yorkers in general, and this organization in general, just the way everyone reacted and did it in so many hours. I mean, overtime, and it wasn't even a situation where we felt obligated. It was just from a genuine good place. So, I remember the teammates and just the way everyone came together, and just even sitting in Manhattan, and everyone just looking at each other going, wow, I mean, it was crazy. It was a crazy week. So, again, maybe in the perspective of baseball, as these unbelievable games that took place, it may not be as in a ranking of a championship, but I have to say that it really was, one of the most emotional nights of my life, and I was just very blessed to run into one. So thank you, and enjoy the evening, and it's